Welcome to my channel, and today I like to show you the sewing machine, and they are very interesting. What I want to tell you, if you want to buy a sewing machine, I want to give you information how to do it right way. This sewing machine, it's a Singer machine, and I hope you can see it. It's a Singer machine, and my hubby found it on the marketplace on the Facebook, and we went there. The sewing machine was used, and the guy said that the sewing machine was used by his mother, and she is not sewing anymore. I tried the machine. Machine looked like neat adjustment of the thread, and nothing else. Everything was working. But when you're buying a sewing machine second hand or for somebody else, you need to do very interesting thing. And let me show you. First, I did try it on, but I didn't know with so many years that I have experience for the sewing machines, I didn't know that I need to look inside. So I want to show you right away what you need to look, not just try on, but what you need to look for to see if the sewing machine is good. Now, what I am bringing with me when I am going to buy a second-hand sewing machine, let me show you. I'm taking with me piece of cloth to try on the sewing machine. I do ask on the phone when I'm talking to the person that's selling sewing machine what kind of machine it is and what did they use for. This is home sewing machine, and what I like because this company Singer has many of years of uh, manufacturing the sewing machines. So I did think this machine is going to be good for my purposes that I need to use. So as I mentioned, I'm taking with me a cloth when I'm going to the person that's selling the sewing machine. I'm taking with me two threads, and I'm taking with me always bobbin because some people will say they don't have it. So the machine that I know which company, more or less, I know the bobbin will fit. I'm taking with me the tweezers. Doesn't matter. I'm taking with me the tweezers. I'm taking with me the needles, the machine needles, and I'm taking different kind. You know, for the company, I know that they use this kind of needles, so I'm taking different kind. You know, for the thicker layers, for the jeans, for very soft and gentle fabrics and silky fabrics, because you know, machine when you're sewing has their own character. So I'm taking different needles for the same company. Then I'm taking with me the scissors. The scissors I'm taking with me to cut the thread or see. And I learned the last and very nice one. I will take with me next time if I'm gonna buy sewing machine second hand. I will take a screwdriver. This is what my mistake with this machine, and I'm gonna tell you I've been disappointed because this sewing machine I didn't know that I can, open And I was trusting the person that was selling. I'm taking the arms off. The arm, it is very important to take the arm. All the time when you buy in the sewing machine, you see this is how what it came with. And you see how many things that it lay inside. And I had the manual also. So this is the foot, regular foot, and the other two foots. If anybody of you, somebody knows what it's for, write to me, because I really don't know what it's for. Can you write to me and tell me what's the purpose on with this foot? And I don't know what it is, but many years that I'm sewing, really, please write to me comments and write with the comments what is it. It has some kind of brush here and I don't know what it is, so can you write to me what it is? So meanwhile, I'll put this on the side and I will come closer to the sewing machine and I want to show you what I learned that I should do if I want to buy my sewing machine second hand. I did open the front and I will now unscrew the screw, and it will take a little bit while because it's working behind the camera very well, but here it's not. So let's see which way it moves. Yeah, the screw is supposed to move one way. I see this one, it's moving the other. Well, it's fine with me. I don't mind, if this is how it is, it's okay. Okay, I'm screwing the screw. I'm taking the bolt out. A little bit patient. Okay, and I'm putting on the side. Now I'm gonna remove all the plate. This is what important for you to do. I'm gonna remove the bobbin and I'm gonna remove the foot. This is important for me to, okay, here you go. And I'm gonna put it on the side. I would like to go in more deeper and I would like to show it to you where and what happening here. All right, here if you can see, this is the white spot with the screw, and here also this is the mark that making the mechanic when he getting in, unscrewing and closing up this machine. So I need to see, I don't like the vertical bobbin, but because the machine didn't cost me a lot, so I did buy it. You do look inside here, where is the lamp is. You need to see if there is rusty here, if it's machine being oiled, if it's being well maintained. This machine wasn't being well maintained. This machine was in the garage and weatherization and weather, and this is why I don't feel comfy. But I tried the machine and I said, okay, this baby might work, but baby, I was wrong. Those things are the mechanic, and I do believe when he opened it up and he put this kind of color, the machine is not so well. When I bought the machine, the reverse, here's the reverse, was working. after a while, I didn't use this machine much, maybe 3-4 times. The reverse stopped working. You hear the sound, but no teeth moving here. If you see, this is what I've been disappointed. What I hear from the mechanics, that if the mechanic, let me put the light out, it's been taking too much. If the mechanic has this kind of markings, two markings, it means that machine been somehow damaged. So this machine is only sewing straight stitch, gives me all the stitches, but this machine doesn't give me a reverse, and I've been really disappointed. So after you open all of those parts, let me open the light again because I would like continue showing. After you open all these parts, you need to see. You can remove this if you want, you know, it's easy removable. And what you will do, see inside the machine, and you need to see if here is rust. So if there is sewing dust, it's all right. You can clean it up. And I'm going gentle. Don't worry, I'm not going roughly on the machine. But you can see here, you know, sewing dust, you know, so it's cleanable. It's easy. I'm taking the, you know, for cleaning ears, the sticks, and I'm cleaning this up. Okay, those, they've been called cotton swabs, and I do clean with them the machine, you know. I go very gentle inside, you know, and if you can see right away, this is, I was sewing some kind of reddish or pink, you know. And I do oil the machine all over, and I do between the teeth and everywhere. I'll clean the machine. Between the teeth, I go like this with a longer pin, you know, and I pick up all of those dust thread and everything else. I'm gonna show you, see, I'm picking up those things. So I do clean not just a machine that comes to my home, and I have a lot of sewing machines. I love them. I have museum at home. You know, I like to collect older machines, and this is where you know, this is like my life, you know. So what you can do is, when you are, see, I'm taking the tweezers to pull out some things that doesn't want to go easy, so I'm using tweezers to pulling out all of those things. See, what good the ear swabs, so the cotton swabs, those ones very low quality, but I having the one that's better. So when I do clean, they don't, you know, break. Those ones, you see right away the cotton goes and he will leave there inside, and I don't wanna. I want my machine clean. So go to the machine. So as I told you, that you need to see, you need to try the reverse, you need to try the older machine, you need to try behind also to see that everything it works properly. If the seller tells you, you know, you need to buy a part and you need to change it and it will work, don't buy this machine. Because it happens to me, I bought the part, it wasn't the part, the other part that he told me, it did work, but the machine was done, finished. So I want to tell you what I'm doing. I love this machine. So what I'm doing on that machine, when I start sewing it, I'm moving this to the 1 or 1.5, 2 when I start sewing. A little bit stitching, 1, 2, 3, and I'm moving it back to the number 3. This is how I am working on that machine for now. When I'm start sewing, and I'm gonna show you now. Meanwhile, I am putting back the parts. What I want to say to you, buy wisely the sewing machines. Sometimes that you think that you can save, it might cost you more and you will be disappointed. So I'm putting back. I want to show you how I do sewing with this machine, because till my hubby will open it, it will take time because he works very hard. So when he gonna have couple of hours free, so he will open and we will see maybe some spring being disconnected, or some wire there, metal wire being broken or something. But when I showed you the part that one of the ladies said to me, no, if you see this white color, it means that machine being served, being in service. So no, mechanic don't open parts if they work. They only clean. They don't go deep and open all the parts. So trust me, if he open and he marking, so it means that he showed that it open, and I know it been damaged somehow. I don't know how, but I do know it been damaged. So I'm gonna put back the foot. Let me. Okay. I always put this down, and this is the best way to put the foot down. Not to go with the fingers, but just put down, and then I feel where it is. The thread is in anyway, so the only what I need to do is, hello, where are you? Okay, let me pull it out. Stuck there somewhere. I think with the foot I did. Lock it up. Okay. Well, the problem being fixed. I did pull out the thread. I need to disconnect the foot, pull out the thread. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up the bottom thread. I bought this machine because I said to myself, I want another machine. The machine thing is supposed to have metal inside, supposed to be stronger, not to have in plastic. But with the years they became a little bit, how can I say, less. They put less to the inside the machine. So let me show you how I work if there is no reverse, and your many machines are do so, they intend to break. And if you're sewing, you need solution now. Many times you have only one sewing machine, so you can't wait. In my channel, you have videos, and I showed you the reverse, the machine that doesn't have reverse, and how you can do sewing with the machine, and how you can do on the machine, manipulation, how you can create reverses. on your outfits. So this is another method that I didn't show you, but I do want to show you now. So let me show you. Let me pull the camera out of here, and I'm going to go here. All right. So what I'm doing is, I hope you can see it. I'm moving this on one width, and the length I moved on 1.5. I do. This is the beginning of sewing. 1, 2, 3, and I'm moving those wheel to 3, and I'm continue sewing. When I'm coming to the end, you know, I don't have the reverse, so this is what people did many years ago when they didn't have machine with the reverse. And this is how I am continue sewing. Let me pull out. So here I want to show you on the red thread. It's a small and tiny stitch, you know, very, very, very tiny. So the thread won't unravel. I cut the thread because it was bothering me. It won't unravel, and it won't, you know, open the stitch. You know, at least very easy. It won't open. Let me take the red one out. It's bothering me. Okay, I always cut them out. So this is the beginning and this is the end. So the smaller the stitch are, the chances that, I hope you can see it, the chances is that it won't open up. On the other stitches, they go on 3, so regular stitch. So what I want to tell you with the machines, used machines, you have to trust your sixth sense. You have to use your logic. Not that I'm saying that you're not having it. No, I'm sure you do. But if you want to buy sewing machine, think twice, because sometimes you might buy sewing machine as I did and being disappointed. So sometimes it's a little bit more investment in the new machine, in the new sewing machine, but you will have a guarantee and you will have time to try it on. If it doesn't work, sometimes machines comes with the damage, so you can have return policy and you can return it. That happens to me too. And you can use the sewing machine, new sewing machine, for a long time, you know. So sometimes a little bit more investment will give you, you know, good working sewing machine. Use your money wise and think wisely. And if you buying used sewing machines, ask the owner questions and open them up. If they are built in the table, you can see inside. Don't buy machines when they have rust. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my videos, thumbs up, sign up, share my videos, write me comments, and I hope to see you next time. So long.